بارك الله فيك. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم رحمة للعالمين سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا ثم أما بعد. We continue with our class in the famous book Riyadh Saliheen, Gardens of the Righteous, by Imam al-Muhaddith Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala. The last class we took the hadith Jaysh al-Kaaba, those who will come to invade the Kaaba, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the hadith, he made it clear that Allah would swallow them up in the earth before they get to the area that's right before being in the vicinity of the Kaaba, and they will be raised on the Day of Judgment. Those that were involved in that act, those that were there with them but disapproved of what they were doing, they were not with them in that wrong, all of them will be swallowed up together in the earth, and on the Day of Judgment Allah would raise them and judge them based according to what they had in their chest intention. The next hadith of Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha, قالت قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا هجرة بعد الفتح لا هجرة بعد الفتح ولكن الجهاد والنية وإذا استنفرتم فانفروا متفق عليه. The hadith of Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha, and by the way, this is in the book of niyyah, having a intention to do a deed to get a reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This hadith of Aisha, she said that the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said there is no more hijrah ba'd al-fath. And the ulama, they explained that what's meant here is that there's no leaving Mecca to go to Medina or any other place as an act of worship, because Mecca became Dar al-Islam, meaning during the time of the Prophet ﷺ, when they were in Mecca and they were prevented from worshiping Allah, they were boycotted. The people wouldn't deal with them, they wouldn't give them food, they wouldn't give them anything to try to literally drive them out or starve them out. So much so that the Prophet ﷺ, in one narration, it mentioned in Bukhari that they had water from Zamzam for 3 nights, 3 days and nights. That's all they had. No food. No one would give them food. Food supplies were cut from them. And this was shortly before they made the pilgrimage to, the hijrah, the migration to Medina. So here, because the Prophet ﷺ came back with the Muslims, and Mecca became a place where they could pray, call the adhan, they could worship Allah, then there's no concept of leaving Mecca going somewhere else to worship Allah. Why? Because it became a place where you can worship Allah, which means Dar al-Islam, or the place where Islam is not prevented. So the Prophet ﷺ, he said, La hijrata ba'd al-fath. There's no leaving Mecca after the conquest of Mecca. Walakin jihad wa niyyah. But however, a person must always fight jihad. And what's meant here by jihad? There are many different types of jihad. The first type, the ulama, they mentioned jihad the shaitan, and to fight against the devil. When he whispers or suggests something to you, that you fight that whisper by saying, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, seeking refuge in Allah from the curse, the wretched, the devil. Then you have, yani barakallahu fikum, jihad al-kuffar. And many people misunderstood that this means when the people come to invade you, to take over your land, because they don't like what you believe, so they want to take your land, kill you, and have your land for themselves, then of course you fight. This is the origin of jihad. Jihad difa'a nafsi, to defend yourself. And everyone understands that concept. Then the next type of jihad, yani barakallahu fikum, jihad al-munafiqeen. These were the people that accepted Islam only to infiltrate, to do the same thing, to destroy Islam. So you fight against those, as Allah mentioned this in the Quran. And then you have yani mada jihad ahl al-baghi, those who they come to transgress against you in a way that the only thing they want to do is bloodshed, like some of the radical groups and terrorists. And then you have jihad al-nafs, where you have to fight yourself against your own desires from doing wrong and wronging people. So here when Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala's Prophet said with jihadun, it's inclusive. It means all of the types, and it doesn't mean blowing up something or killing people because what they believe, like many of the times the Muslims have been done in history. Because you're a Muslim, then the people want to annihilate you, take your land. No. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said, Lakum dinukum waliya din. For them their worship, and for you yours, and Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will judge them on the day of judgment. So here, this is the meaning, the proper meaning of jihad wa niyyah, and have the intention, if something ever happens and you have to, that you fight, that you don't lay down and just let people kill you or annihilate your family and your lineage like this, as this is cowardly in Islam. And then the Prophet ﷺ, he said, if they all leave as an act of retreat, as an act of being tactical in warfare, then all of you go together. Meaning, don't leave your brother stranded. Don't leave some people and you go for safety while they get annihilated. And this we understand to be from the issues of being together. You all stay together, you flee together, you try to establish things that are from the religion together. This is from the benefits of the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ and the famous book Riyadh Saliheen. Nas'al Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and yazidna iman wa taqwa. We ask Allah to give us iman and taqwa, to increase us. Wa nas'al Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala an yaghfir lana dhanubana wa yukaffir an sayyi'atina wa tawaffana ma'a abrar. We ask Allah to forgive us for our sins and to make us admitted into the abode of the righteous. Wa nas'al Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala an yuhiq al-haq al-haq wa yubtil al-batil innahu sami'u du'a. We ask Allah to make the truth appear as truthful to us and to make all of the falsehood seem as falsehood and perish. Wa sallallahu wa sallam baraka ala nabiyina Muhammad. Jazakumullahu khairan. Walhamdulillahi wal alameen. Yeah.